It's often said that the enemy of your enemy is your friend. And in the fight against Daesh, the U.S. has used that to full effect.
The U.S. is in Syria to defeat ISIS. We've done that with a coalition of partners and the Syrian Democratic Forces in particular, which are comprised of Kurdish and Arab, but also elements of Christian forces.
The problem for Washington is that that ally is mainly comprised of the YPG. They're connected to the PKK terror group, which has led a decades-old insurgency in Turkey.
Is it surprising to you that the Turks may be upset with us by arming the YPG in Syria, since they're so closely aligned with the PKK?
No, it's not. No, it's not at all, Senator. We have let me just clarify. Let me just say that, and the chairman's been involved in this as well. We have extensive consultations with the Turks.
So Turkey's okay with this?
They're not okay with that.
I just got back from Turkey. They're not okay with this.
No.
They think this is the dumbest idea in the world, and I agree with them.
At one point, the quick solution seemed to be new branding.
So we literally played back to them that, hey, you got to change your brand. You know, what do you want to call yourself besides the YPG? And with about a day's notice, they declared that they were the Syrian Democratic Forces. I thought it was a stroke of brilliance to put democracy in there somewhere.
But Turkey says it won't be fooled. When the U.S. announced plans to bolster YPG forces in Syria, Turkey launched a military offensive to push them back from their border. The U.S. has a history of using local insurgents to fight wars abroad. In the 1980s, America funded and trained Afghan mujahideen to fight the Soviet Union. Years later, some of those fighters turned their fury on America as Al-Qaeda. In Nicaragua, Contra rebels fighting the Sandinistas in power also got American aid.
With their blood and courage, the freedom fighters of Nicaragua have pinned down the Sandinista army and bought the people of Central America precious time. We Americans owe them a debt of gratitude.
And yet, helping the Contras eventually sparked resentment across the continent for American-sponsored regime change. The CIA is also accused of covertly training Buddhist guerrillas to fight in Tibet. But is targeting communists and terrorists using armed proxies a safe exercise? When it comes to the YPG, Turkey says you can't use terrorists to fight terrorists, forcing the U.S. to make the ultimate choice: risk losing its surrogates or a NATO ally. Sandra Gathmann, The Newsmakers.